Oh shit, sorry. I'll put this away. Hi guys, I'm Justin. Sorry about this mic. I sing and play drums, so I decided to buy Britney Spears quality mic so that I can do that, but I'm gonna take it off now because I look stupid. I've been playing drums for about 8 years. About 2.5, I want to say. It's been in Radioactive Material. Maybe it's a little bit less, I'm not sure. But, yeah, I started freshman year of high school and I went with it. And I bought a starter kit from Sam Ash it was. And it's not really a great set, but I make it work. I got my nice cymbals, mostly Zildjian. And I play with Promar drumsticks with nylon tips. I don't care what Terry says. I like the way they make the cymbals sound. Oh, by the way, I have a nickname. It's Gerald. I'm not going to get into that, but that's a long story. But, yeah, that's about it. So, we're going to learn about the other guys.
Hello people, my name is Andrea Berlante, and I am Greek and Italian. I've been playing bass for about 4 years now, and I'm a very musical person. I play many instruments, and this is a Music Man bass. It's not a Stingray, but it's close, and this is the greatest bass I've ever played. And I'm really awkward right now, but that's alright, because I'm done talking.
Hey everyone, I'm Brandon Skidmore, and I've been playing guitar for about 3 years now, and I occasionally play guitar for Radioactive Material. I also play bass for Radioactive Material too. Like, me and Andrea, we switch on and off, but then when it leads to a full band song, like a cover or something, we you know, I play guitar, and we have 2 guitars in the band, and it's pretty cool. And that's about it. Oh, this the kind of guitar this is an Alvarez. That's the brand it is, but I don't know what model number it is. Like, I think it was made in like 2002 or something like that. This is a wonderful guitar, and I really like playing with Radioactive Material.
So, my name's Kenny. I like Arizona tea. My favorite flavor is watermelon. And Justin just gave me the finger, I don't know why. But anyways, on to business. I've been playing for, oh shit, how long have I been playing for? Since freshman year of high school, which was 2001. It's 2013 now. I don't like doing math. So, anyways, just figure it out. But the guitar I play is Epiphone, Alley Cat, semi-hollow. She's been really good to me. I bought her back in 2006 at Guitar Center, and she hasn't failed me yet. Come on, love you, baby. Anyways, this is my amp. It's a crate. It's not that loud actually, but hey, I'm broke and I can't get a new amp yet. Let's see what else. I don't know. I guess I'm done. All right, on to the interviews and the questions.
When did Radioactive Material start?
2011 officially. Right?
I think it was like May or June.
2011.
Yeah.
We just got out of other bands, right?
Yeah. And you had told me that you wanted to start something up, so I told you that I was ready, because I had no other commitments.
Yeah, and we started writing that summer, and our first show was
November 5th.
Remember the 5th of November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good show. Even though our second good show.
So yeah, summer 2011 officially.
How did the band get its name?
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, I did that.
He told me that he had this idea, and I was like, yo, that's fucking awesome. But I didn't explain.
It wasn't necessarily the name, it was the logo, the symbol. And I was like, I could go a lot of places with that. I could get really creative with it. But first of all, I looked online, like on Facebook, MySpace, even MySpace, if any other band had a name like Radioactive Material, and I didn't find one, which was I was really surprised.
Yeah.
I've had other people tell me, I'm surprised there's no other band called Radioactive Material.
Manny,
like, well-
Manny was actually convinced that there was a band named Radioactive Material and that we were going to change our name eventually. He told me about it. I don't know where he got the idea though.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, I think we've come too far. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, we'll take this to court if we have to. Yeah, so
That sounds like a good idea.
yeah, the name just came from the inspiration of trying to think of a really cool symbol to use in a creative way, and it's worked out so far. Yeah, that's it.
What are your influences?
Oh god.
I'll start.
Yeah, you can start. We'll go in a row.
I listen to pretty much everything from like rap to metal to pop punk to funk and things like that. I love Weezer, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Stick to Your Guns, Story So Far, and things like that.
That's my friend say. Why do you say story so far? Is that it?
Yeah, I could sit here all day and listen to music.
I don't even know where to begin. I listen to everything under the sun except for fucking pop music on the radio. That shit's retarded. But I don't know. My biggest influences, I gotta say, were Linkin Park and Green Day, Sum 41, Good Charlotte. I don't know. I grew up listening to them, and even if our music doesn't reflect that, that's where I got my roots from. But all of the spectrum. I love classic rock too. Some pop I like, but not really. You go, Mom.
I listen to every type of music there is, but my favorite bands, or what has influenced me when it comes to my sound and the music I want to play is the Ramones, Rancid, the Mighty Mighty Bosstones. Yeah, and I actually when I was little I wasn't into any type of punk music at all. I didn't even know it existed. I've actually started out on metal. Like I started listening to Metallica when I was like all the way in the second grade. Yeah, and then in middle school I got into skateboarding, and then that's when the first Tony Hawk Pro Skater game came out, and there was a song on that video game called Superman, and it was done by Goldfinger. And after that, I was like, what is this? I wanted to find out more about this kind of sound, and it led me to all my favorite bands of today. So, and I'm grateful I got into skateboarding. Otherwise, it wouldn't have led to music.
Tony Hawk's a hero. Because that.
My influences, I listen to everything. Everything, but like I enjoy listening to everything that kind of has a good meaning to it. Like, it doesn't matter if it's rap or anything, or pop. It just has to have like, a topic and like a scenario or something that means something to people. But influences, meaning like groups and stuff, would have to be the Beatles, Blink, Green Day, AC/DC, like all the classic rock, everything, Guns N' Roses, Aerosmith. Those are, Ozzy, they all got, in my blood when I started listening to rock, like, as long as I can remember. Elvis goes all the way back, and it's just been in my veins since then, so there's no changing that.
What is each Radioactive Material song about?
Oh, shit. I think that we have a tendency to write happy stuff in general. Most of the songs are about either telling a girl that we like them or wanting to be with someone. It's not that we're desperate, don't get the wrong idea. But I don't know, it's just it's a common topic and it just kind of comes up a lot.
Yeah, Mistaken Heartache, Drunken Love Story. It's a funny love song, Drunken Love Story. And the two new originals that we got right now are love songs.
Yeah.
So aside from those, I wrote Spur of the Moment for my friend Phil. There's a story behind that. It happened 2 or 3 years ago, where I was in between jobs, so I didn't have that much money. But my friend Phil had a job, but he was really, really stressed out. And one day he had enough, and he wanted to go to AC for a weekend. Just randomly called me up out of the blue. What are you doing this weekend? Do you have money? I want to go to AC. Don't want to go alone. Let's go. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just use the last whatever money I got to have fun, because I'm not going to be going out for a while. I'm not going to have a job for a while probably, so I'll just do it. And it was fun. Glad I did it. No regrets. But it was an interesting experience, and I kind of needed it. And he needed the trip, and we had fun. So that was worth writing a song about. I'm Sorry, Screw You is the other song, and it's our sarcastic apology to the world. And we kind of
Emphasis on sarcastic.
Yeah, want to tell all our friends or anyone, we've been there too, and we've been there today.
Yeah.
Just anyone who's trying to give you a hard time, just don't let them. Stick up for yourself, and they're not even worth it. So whoever's trying to give you a hard time, just shoot them right down. Yeah.
Give it all you got. I don't know. It's kind of one song that doesn't really have one meaning. It's kind of like there's a bit of a love story in there, but at the same time, it's more about just putting everything you have into anything, not just somebody that you like or friends or whatever. But I think that the meaning of that song overall is my favorite meaning, just because it puts hope in everything that you do. As much as I love to tell everybody to screw off with I'm sorry, screw you, I really love playing that song because it's true to the meaning. Everyone. I just hope everyone, we give it all we have. I hope everybody else does.
If you have a dream, go for it. Just don't let anyone stop you, no matter what they say. You know what's good for you.
This is our dream, and we're going for it, so you should do it for yourself.
It doesn't matter if it's your friends or your family, especially. You just got to do what's right for you. And the Good Mood song, yeah, we're
oh yeah.
we stand for
Optimism.
optimistic, and we have the optimistic outlook on life, and we're all about positivity.
Make the best of any situation.
Yeah. And just that moment of being in a good mood, with your friends, whether you're having fun, and no matter what you're doing, it's that feeling you get when in this fucked up world where everything is so wrong, but it's those moments you live for where just everything actually makes sense.
Stay positive.
I just take that song the first time you showed it to me when we first started the band. I kind of just took it as it's just like a song you're in your head, you're out with your friends, you're having a good time, and you just look around and everything's great, and it's really good positive meaning, and I really loved it. So.
And that's the best. Yeah, that's the best message we can give.
What kind of message are you trying to express to the world?
Be yourself. Stop trying to please everybody, because you can't. It's impossible. You'll be a lot less stressed out doing that.
I'm actually going to quote you. You posted a status on the band page the other day. Live to express, not to impress. And I don't think you could say it any simpler or any more straightforward. I wake up in the morning, since I got to a certain age where I just didn't care what anybody else thought about me, I do what I want. And everyone should do what they want. I'm not saying be an asshole, but just live your life and don't try to impress anyone. Just be yourself, and if someone doesn't like it, too bad.
You're going to face a lot of challenges out there in the world, but you got to keep your head up high. Stay positive, yeah, and just do it. Everyone's going to want you to do what they want,
Yeah.
but you need to stay put look them straight in the eye and say no.
Yeah, don't let the world
You
get
move.
to you.
So do that, and you will be much, much happier. And that's what we stand for, just being happy. Because life is short, and you never know when you're going to meet the other side. And
Or what it has to offer.
yeah, and that's just, what we're saying. That's how we like to live, because in case, you don't know, and we just want to be able to say we live a happy, healthy, positive life.
Yeah, like you don't even have to read in between the lines in our song in the songs, because it's just plain and simple. We just state it out there, like in almost every song that we play.
Granted, this is our outlook on it. If you want to take a different meaning in it, that's your prerogative. But
That is part of our message too. Just be yourself. If it works for you, do it.
Stay positive.
If being negative works for you, we're just saying that doesn't work for us. We're not going to criticize that.
I mean,
But we're living better lives for ourselves.
I don't like One Direction, but they're being themselves. It's not my fault that I think that they're stupid because of it, but they're being themselves, so good for them.
Defend pop on. Yellow swag.
Yeah,
Live on.
I got an AK-47 in my trunk.
What is your opinion on the local scene of Staten Island, and how would you make it better?
My opinion on the scene is a little crazy. But it's fun though. It brings, it gives a place. It's a place for all the people that like the same type of things to just be in one place at one time and just completely enjoy themselves with no worries. You don't have to, and the bands play, and if I can improve anything, geez, I don't even know. I don't know.
I think more people should stay by the stage and support the music more instead of standing in the back by the door or on the porch at Dock Street.
Yeah,
we need to see faces from the stage.
Yeah.
That's what means the most to us, is seeing people enjoy the music.
I was never one of those people that need people at the front of the stage. I understand where it's coming from, but if you want to stand in the back and sit down and watch from over there, that's fine by me. Especially if people are being a little rowdy, you don't want to be by it. I'm all for it though. If I like a band, I'm right up front. I'm singing along. I'm having fun with my friends, beat the crap out of each other. I like that. Whether I'm on stage or I'm off stage, I'm always trying to have fun. And I don't know, if I would change something about the music scene, I would just try and, there's not as much support as there used to be.
Yeah.
You go to a show and you see the same familiar faces over and over, and that's great, but I would like to see people that you don't know and introduce myself to them, or you introduce yourself to me at the end of my set. I'm surprised when that happens now, because I don't see people that I don't know very often, and it's really nice. That's why it's nice going now that we're trying to branch out of Staten Island. You go to Brooklyn or you go to Jersey or anywhere, you see people that you don't know, and they're into the music or you're into their music. It's a nice feeling, but
We need better promoting instead of just Facebook.
yeah,
Hand out flyers or put up bulletins in stores. Or
very
things
true.
like that.
It's not done the way it used to be done.
I think everything's just wrapped up in social media now, and it's not taken as seriously anymore. It's just another page on the internet. But if people take their time to read a flyer outside, it'll stick out to them more. Maybe.
My opinion on the scene. I've been going to shows. My first show I was either 14 or 15. It was a show at Dock Street. I don't remember who played, and I'm 25 now, so I've been going for quite some time here. So the scene back then obviously isn't what it is today, but
Neither the venues.
yeah, there's more, there's more venues, but there's still not enough. But back then, you had a lot more people come to the show. However, there was a lot more fights going on because people didn't like other, you had like the metal kids or whatever, the goth kids back then.
It was very cliquey, like in high school.
Yeah, and then you had the, all the kids who liked punk music, and there would be fights because of that, and which is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Today, no fights, but
Most of the time.
yeah, most of the time.
Most of the
I mean,
fights.
9 out of 10 times, no
And
fights.
if there is a fight, it's bad, right? Like a lot of people get involved.
I don't want to talk about. I'm not going to mention names, but something happened a couple of weeks ago, and someone, that was pretty bad. So things like that happen.
All right, not as many fights, but still. The bad thing now about that is there's not as many people as it was back in the days when I was 14, 15. So there's that, people, there's no fighting about, your music sucks, your music sucks.
It's not
that escalates. But, just because a band is playing this type of music, they're not respected. And I think it's respect enough that somebody's doing what they like and they're getting on stage. So what? So what if there's a lot of bands that on the island that their music just doesn't click to me, so I'm not into it. But I'll still go see them if they're my friends. I'm not gonna say don't listen to that band. If that's what you like, go ahead. All for it.
Yeah.
And yeah, as how I would make it better is what Andrea said. Passing out flyers is a lost art, and which is a shame because it works. So if that's the best thing I could say about any scene. Pass out flyers. Every show that I've been involved in running or ran myself with him, but that was only one show, but still, a lot of people came out. It was really successful. I started seeing faces that I haven't seen before. So flyers is a key.
And people that we hadn't seen in years. There are people that haven't gone to a show that I saw that show. I was like, wow, I haven't seen you in like 3 years, But if you're gonna hand out flyers, I know a lot of people. You hand out a flyer and they'll just throw it out.
So,
at least recycle, please.
a little bit more respect and get creative with promotion.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Promotion.
What's the best thing about being in a band?
The love of music.
Wow, generic answer much. The best thing. I think the best thing about being in a band is being able to express myself. Whether I'm singing, playing drums, or both, I'm putting my heart and soul into it. I'm being cliche too, but whatever. That's what I do. I beat the crap out of my drums, and I sing a little too loudly and probably get off key every once in a while because I'm doing it too loudly.
Get into it.
But yeah, I get into it, and it's nice to be able to let loose like that. So even if I'm off stage, I'm doing the same thing.
People feel the same in the crowd. They feel the way you do.
Well, you hope they do.
Like, yeah,
I hope
well,
they do.
yeah.
Oh no, they do, because then they say, "Oh, I want to be in a band. I
Yeah.
want to start mine."
Yeah, like
Yeah, well, that's what happened to me.
like most of the time they feel like you do, and like when you're taking your anger out like on the drums or on guitar or just in vocals, they yell those lyrics out with you.
Yeah.
Like we've all seen it before. We've all witnessed it. Yeah.
It's just a way to vent. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
definitely.
it's a hard question to answer with words. That's why we play instruments, because that's a little easier to express our feelings through those. And one of the most important things to me is just performing, because I want people to like get on like my level in terms of emotion. Like it's a thing. It's a way to relate to people, bandmates or friends, meeting new people through the instrument. It's something you can turn to whenever. Like if you're home alone, you can pick up a guitar and write. Or if you're with your friends, you can jam together. It's such a universal thing. You can go to any part of the world and just connect with people with music, no matter which country you're in or whatever. Like we have a lot of like cultural bands, like we have bands from Europe coming here and bands from the US going there, because we can all relate no matter what the language is. It's all, the music is just, it's a connection between people.
I agree with that, but Justin Bieber can go back to Canada. Don't want him here.
Best thing about being in a band is these three.
Oh,
stop it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, you gotta be kidding.
Best thing about being in a band is being in a band. Everything is, you know, DIY, and it's the type of
DIY.
do it yourself.
That's DIY.
Oh, DIY.
We'll stick to music.
Yeah. That's bad because I usually, yeah.
Hey, listen, at least we explained it, because they put it in the newspaper and I had no idea what it meant.
Well,
No one
anyways,
else.
you know, you get back from it what you put into it, and it's completely up to you. You know, all the hard work you put in. That's how far it'll take you. You know, I see a lot of people, a lot of kids say, you know, like they're working hard, trying to do this and that, but are they really? Because they're not going anywhere. So it's, you know, it's not easy, but we still love it. It's tough, and but if you find something you love, then it's all worth it, and I haven't regretted it one bit.
Yeah, well, like you said though, even I agree with what you're saying. Like people will say, like, you know, they put in a lot of hard work into it, but they're not going anywhere. But you know what? There are bands that didn't go anywhere that I can still name, or that I still have in my iPod and listen to, and I still love it. And you know, they did some good stuff. We're doing some good stuff. You know, like if we play a show for a benefit and it goes to the benefit, you know, the people who are running the benefit are grateful, and they might not remember who we are, but we contributed something. So what goes around comes around.
We did our job.
Pay it forward.
Aside from music, what are some of your hobbies and interests?
I love running almost every day, do a few miles, and when I'm not running, I like to lift weights. That was like a big change in my life, because I used to be a really huge person, and not in a good way. But
Yeah, like me.
music like was a great thing for my mind, but working out was a great thing for my physical health. And I get into that. I used to be into sports, and I used to play baseball and football, but music really just overtook that, and I really don't express interest for sports anymore. But
Or as much as you did. As much as you did, or you just...
I don't get into sports anymore. It's more about just running and weightlifting and music. And
Well, running is a sport, but it's good for
but
you.
it's, I'm not into competition anymore. I'm more into like do your own thing, you know.
You would think so.
DIY.
DIY.
You're
Yeah. Even when I'm not playing with the band, I'm usually playing my drums if they're at my house, or playing guitar. I don't know, I'm a TV buff, I'm a movie buff. I used to read a lot more, but I don't do that much anymore. I used to be into sports too, but not really much as I used to. I used to play video games like the world was gonna end, but I don't do this shit anymore. I don't know. The biggest hobby I would say that I have is being in a band. So it's kind of hard. Like I don't know. I don't know. I do whatever I can to hang when I'm with my friends. Anything that I'll pass the time instead of sitting home doing nothing. So.
Yeah, I'm a pretty big movie buff too. You name it. Everything from Quentin Tarantino to Disney movies.
Disney's branched out, so that
Yeah.
can mean anything.
Exactly. Like a lot of movies, so I'm not even gonna delve into that too much. But comic books, I'm a very big comic book fan. I don't have a favorite, whether it's Marvel or DC. I read it both. I feel it's unnecessary to pick favorites. When it comes to anything, yeah. I used to be really into skateboarding, and yeah, That's how I got into all this, and I've been wanting to get back into it, but of course, you know, been mostly busy with the music, so I can't really complain. But I'll get back into that one day.
I join you on that.
I play video games a lot. I read.
Do you play video games a lot?
I can't really necessarily name anything but music now, but I play sports whenever I can. Whenever I'm with my friends, we're always outside, always doing something. You know. It's almost it.
Yeah.
Really, like I'm outside a lot.
Hanging out with
Yeah,
friends.
literally hanging
We're all,
out with
we're all
friends.
very outgoing, yeah,
Yeah.
and we're up for anything, you know, like, let's hang out, alright, what do we want to do?
Yeah, it doesn't really make a difference. As long as it gets me out of the house, I hate sitting at home doing nothing.
Yeah. Yep.
We just all
I
enjoy
will
a good
say-
laugh.
I will say I'm starting to get. I got this one tattoo, and I think that this is going to become a hobby because I can't wait to get more.
Well, getting money better become a hobby first.
Well, yeah, I'll worry about that later.
How far is Radioactive Material willing to go?
As far as we can.
Yeah, if anyone gives us a record deal, that'd be nice.
Wonderful.
Gonna,
Wonderful.
No, we're like Kay said before, DIY, do it yourself. We're gonna go as far as we possibly can on our own, and if someone wants to throw us a bone, that'd be great. If not, then at least we tried. We're
Not
gonna
look-
do it as much as we
yeah, we're not looking to be rock stars in a
can.
mansion.
No, yeah, I'm not saying that.
But like, just enough so we can live off on our own. I don't care if I'm ending up in a fucking tiny apartment. Just as long as I'm doing my music, I'll be happy.
Yeah, me too.
And yeah, I just want to understand that I just want to make enough money so this is all I have to do. You know what I mean? I fucking hate working other jobs while trying to do this at the same time. We all do. I
You
mean,
rarely see those people that go to work in the morning and enjoy what they do. Doing this on a daily basis and making money off of it would be great.
You must have to love it. You must have.
If you don't, then you're not doing it for the right reasons.
Yeah.
do something you love, you never work a day in your life.
Yep.
And I say that with all the challenges and, all the hard times it comes with, but still love it because it's still worth it. So we'll keep going as far as we can until something really does try to stop us. I don't know what, but
We're gonna say I'm sorry, screw you to that.
yeah.
It's always.
So we survived the fucking hurricane last year.
Yeah.
It almost destroyed all our equipment, but
Fucking same.
yes, but we got back on our feet and we're better than ever now. So
And we're giving towards the cause too. We're giving to the people less fortunate. That was one of the biggest things from our comeback show.
yeah, we were able to raise some money, and it was a very proud moment for us as a band. Because even if everything got wiped out here and all our equipment, there's still other people out there who got it much worse. So
Yeah.
we can't complain too much. And plus, we're back now, and we're better than ever, stronger than ever, and here we are. So look out.
Any funny band stories?
All right, I said I was into skateboarding. I got into skateboarding in middle school, and my friend that I got into skateboarding with was named Justin. It was a different Justin, not this guy. And
My
then,
name's Gerald, anyways. I don't know.
Yeah. yeah, he explains that early in the video.
No, I said I wasn't going to because it was too long of an explanation.
Justin or Gerald, whatever you want. Anyways, a totally different person.
Yeah.
Then he moved away, unfortunately, once high school came around.
Yeah. Ended up high school.
Yeah, so years later, I meet this kid last year just by playing shows with his band, Until Midnight. So we become friends,
I'm in that too.
and then along the lines, how did we find out that kid Justin is his cousin?
My aunt, which is his mom, my aunt and my cousin saw you. They recognized you. My cousin's his sister.
Wait,
so-
let me guess. It was the Mohawk.
It was the mohawk. It was just, you know, it was
All right,
Ken.
let him.
So, like, they just saw him, they recognized him, you came to my party, and that's when I told you, or a couple times after that we hung out. And, it was a picture on Facebook, and my cousin commented on the picture, he was in it, he's like, that's like one of my best friends from, like, so long ago.
And it's great, because I kind of lost contact with him since he moved away.
Yeah, and I was just like, that's crazy. And
Just small fucking world.
yeah,
I think it's even a little more ironic because I have a cousin named Brandon, so it's a little weird. But yeah.
Another story. Tomorrow we play the Richmond County Fair, and last year we played it too. But last year, while we were waiting out the rain, we did a pie-in contest, and our former bass player Gus, he won. It was awesome.
He actually stood up like halfway through like the time limit and was just like, "Oh, no one else is done."
And he didn't. It wasn't even because it was a contest. It was free pie.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's fine. I didn't win, but I took the pie. I ate it later. It was.
But yeah, we got some recognition for that. So yeah, Radioactive Material wins a pie
I
contest.
think I still have the trophy in my house somewhere. I don't even know if he took it when he moved to Tennessee.
Well, we took a video of it, so look for the video on the channel.
Yeah, it's somewhere on there.
What
A
else?
couple people took videos.
This happened. 2 or 3 weeks ago? I was hanging out with him and our friend Max. We were driving on the street, and then I see this guy with a girl on the sidewalk, and I can't really tell what's going on because it was dark, but it seemed like he was beating her, and I was like, wait a minute. I pulled over like a block down. I was like, I said to them both, we should do something.
So I call 911.
He calls 911. And now these two are making their way down. I can't tell if he's actually beating her, or if they're play fighting, or they're just being crazy.
It's like 3 a.m.
Yeah, it was like 3 in the fucking morning.
Where was this
on
again?
the highway.
It was on Highland Boulevard.
I
It was
don't know
way
why.
down.
I just picture it.
In Highland Boulevard in Old Town. It doesn't matter.
Old Town? Alright, no, I just pictured it where all the AutoZone is, where Blockbuster used to be.
It doesn't matter. As they got closer, it seemed like it wasn't that serious, and they were just both crazy. He wasn't beating her. But
Max was so scared. He was like, "Don't
Yeah.
open the window, please don't open the window."
yeah, he was like this.
And
like,
then
no.
I called 911, and the lady like just doesn't give a shit.
Oh my god, yeah, the
She's
dispatcher on 911, she was being real cunty.
She was like,
Does he have a weapon? Oh no, what are you calling us for? Like, it's just something like that.
I'm like, it looks like he's like beating her with something, and she
And
goes,
this
"Well,
is-
is he?" And I'm like,
Wow.
"I don't know."
She's
We
definitely-
can't tell,
She's
but,
definitely
you
not
know.
a feminist.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that was it.
but we're trying to do the right thing here, you know? Otherwise,
she's like, it's 3 a.m. I don't want to be here.
I'd rather the police do something about this than me having to step out of the car and
Yeah.
But,
What do you call?
Oh, God.
Along the same kind of lines, I guess. I don't know. I just thought of this. I don't really know if you consider this a funny story, but remember that night you came back to your house with Keith and Gus, and the door was open?
Yes, that is a good story.
That's a good fucking story.
All right, that
I
was over a year ago, just over a year ago.
Yeah, we come back. We left his house. We packed up all our equipment. We went to a show. Come back late at night. It must be like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Nobody's been in the house all day.
All day. His mother was gone. Front door is wide open. It is wide open, and we all like what the?
Yeah, well,
fuck?
as soon as I pull in my driveway, I see my front door. I'm like,
He's like, yeah, like what the fuck's going on?
all right, my door is not pitch black,
Yeah.
so it's open.
So we all kind of like, we all get out of the car and we're like going into the inside house.
Well, before we went in, I had a bottle of Mystic with me.
Oh, yeah.
And then I went to my curb and I broke it off, so I had a little glass weapon.
Yeah, and then once we get in the house, we're all looking for like little things we can use as a weapon. Gus got some kind of like long ass shoehorn.
It was like a sword, though.
It
It's
looked
like
like
a sword.
a fucking sword. I got like a badge or something. I don't even remember what the hell.
You
Keith had.
eventually made it to my basement / bedroom, and that's back when I had my BB guns. And I grabbed the fucking shotgun one. And someone's phone is ringing. Anyways,
Yeah.
no, we didn't find anybody in the house.
We did hear a couple of thumps though that made us just go run back upstairs.
But
after
it
we
was
finished
next
our
door.
search.
It was next door.
Yeah, we were like the fucking army. We were like, clearing the goddamn room and everything. We were like fucking
SWAT
in combat. Yeah.
Granted, nothing happened. It was pretty exciting.
Yeah, it was.
But it's funny now, and nothing was taken. So we don't know why or how the door was left open. The last person who was out shut the door.
Yeah.
It wasn't left unlocked or anything. But still to this day, it's a mystery.
Yeah, so, whatever.
They didn't even take anything?
Like you
if
said,
anyone
nothing was.
came,
Yeah.
So, if whoever
That's-
broke in
that's
this house sees
paranoid,
this
right?
video, don't come back.
Wait, what do you think?
Told him not to come back. He's watching the video.
No, come back. Come back.
He's gonna get his BB guns again. It's okay.
We live.
Yeah.
Yeah. We lift things up and put them down.
What is the biggest challenge as a band?
Trying to get everybody together to do this interview.
It was pretty freaking hard, actually.
It wasn't that hard.
No, it wasn't that hard.
Today, but
That's what she said.
It was okay.
I'm sorry about that.
circumstances made this a little bit difficult.
Yeah, well, we all...
Dealing with certain promoters that aren't professional.
Oh, God, I'm not going to
Yeah.
mention names, but I was dealing with this one guy. He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about.
The weather. Yeah.
Yes, and I think it's just because, like, even though we're all in a band together, we all have, like, our own schedules, like, except for this one, we all work. So,
I work.
yeah, what do you do?
He works.
You
at
just
pissing
told me
people
yesterday you
off.
haven't worked in 3 weeks.
You're right, I haven't.
Alright, so, it's over with. We do-
Anyways.
I still work,
So, like,
though.
we just got our own things going on. Sometimes, like, as much as he meant it as a joke, it is hard to get us all together sometimes. But, I don't know.
You know, shit comes up.
Biggest challenge, I think the biggest challenge, to be honest, is just sometimes it becomes a little hard just to agree on something. I think sometimes like we'll argue about the stupidest little things, not in a bad way, but I think that would be like a big challenge because you know everything else is overcomable. Sometimes we just have to scrap something because we don't agree on it.
You know, not getting the support from certain loved ones. I'm just gonna speak for myself. It kind of hurts, and it's like because they're assuming that you don't know what you're doing, but these people have no idea about this kind of world or this business. So I don't know how they could say that. So you know, you could be scared for me and you don't want to support what I do. That's fine. Just don't get in my way because you're getting in my way and it's a challenge. But yeah.
I have my own band also, and I constantly have, because it's a metal band, and it's like, I have family and friends telling me, like, that music is no good for you, you should just give it up. And I sit there telling them that I do this because it makes me happy, and they're like, you won't get anywhere with this music, you won't be famous, but at the end of the day, it's not about fame, it's about making myself happy. But when you expect people to support you and they're not there for you, it hurts, but at the end of the day, you just have to move on from that. Because you can't change anyone's opinion. Like, they can't force me to quit my band, I can't force them to enjoy the music. So.
Maybe we don't want to be famous. Maybe we don't want to be successful. Maybe we just want to play music. Simple as that.
The good thing is, no matter where life takes you, you'll always have it. It's not, music is not something that'll leave you ever.
Yeah, if we can't, you know, make this what we live on, no matter what we end up doing, no matter what job we have, we're still going home every day to our drums, our acoustic guitars. And that's the first thing we're doing. And when we're at our shitty-ass job,
We think
We
about
think
it.
Yeah.
about it. All we do is think
that's
about
all
it.
we're thinking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Scratch what I said before. The biggest challenge right now is finding a bassist. These guys are very kind to help us out right now, but we need someone
How
to
many
play
bassists have we had? Radioactive Material has had a total of
5.
Okay,
Including
Five.
us two?
Okay?
including
Including them too.
Okay.
5, yes.
Yeah.
I occasionally play guitar when we do covers most of the time, like,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. That's not a big deal, but it's...
So if
That
anyone
is-
is out there
Yeah.
that's at least 18 years of age, so we can play bar shows at least,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
contact us, please.
Contact us. Social media.
Make sure
Whatever.
you're good, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
You can send us a letter in the mail.
That does not hurt to be good.
That does not.
But it's better to be
Good
a
friends.
better friend. than-
Yeah, I agree to that. That's very true.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Okay.
Whatever works.
What advice do you have for people who want to form their own bands?
Craigslist.
Don't
Craigslist.
Just do it.
Go to local shows. Make new friends.
Gotta
and
make friends.
Yeah,
Have
find
friends.
people. And be friendly.
Yeah.
You gotta be outgoing.
Yeah.
When I first started a band when I was 16, first started trying to do it with my cousin. That didn't work out. Then I tried to do it with my other cousin. He didn't know what the hell he was doing. Sorry, Brandon. I thought that I was just gonna find people that I knew and just be like, oh, let's do this, and it would work. And then I met Gus in high school, and I was like, this guy plays bass. Why am I looking for somebody I already know? I should make friends with him, and he can play in my band. So I did, and it worked out because almost every band I've been in, Gus has been a part of, and he's the fucking man.
We miss you.
Yeah.
Yes, we
Get
do.
your ass back from Tennessee, bitch. But yeah, so just you gotta be outgoing. You know, if I'm not saying make friends with someone because they can give you what you want, but you know, be friends with people, and if you want to get together and do something, do it. You know, but just don't be afraid to look for them. Don't just. I was a shy kid when I was young, so I didn't really think. I wasn't like, oh, I should make friends with people. I kind of stayed in a little ball.
They won't necessarily come to you. You have to put some work into it to be friends with them, introduce yourself, and then get to know them. And you just
I wouldn't know any of these people on this couch if it was not for
being outgoing. Yeah.
you know.
That's how we all met.
I met pretty much I met Kenny through a friend. I saw my friend his band play. Someone I knew was in that band. Went on stage, told him I did a good job. I don't even remember how I met him or him, but it was all because I was outgoing. I broke out of my shell.
It was at shows.
You gotta
go to local.
You gotta do that.
Local shows.
I know a lot of you young kids out there, especially if you don't have a band yet, or you haven't had much experience, and you're really ambitious and you want to do it. I understand that, but also, or at least don't think it's going to last forever with someone who's really good on drums or guitar or whatever instrument they play. Because if the friendship is not clicking, it's not going to work out. When it all comes down to the end of the day, whenever we find another bass player, we need to be able to get along with him, because you can't teach friendship. And that's more important than how good he is or isn't on the bass. Because he'll get better at the bass, but you can't change who you are.
Yeah.
It's very true.
That's true. It is.
So, find friends, not necessarily band members.
Talent only goes so far. Like, you can be a bunch of talented musicians, but you don't get along with each other. Nothing's gonna come of it. If you're talented, great. But if you're not someone I can get along with, then none of your talent's gonna come in handy. So.
What's the next step for Radioactive Material?
Aside from finding a bass player.
Richmond County Fair.
Yeah, tomorrow we play the Richmond County Fair.
It's gonna be dope.
And we need to start branching out off the island
I'm trying to
a
do
little more. Yeah.
Playing Coney Island
Kind of
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, yeah.
That was pretty
fun.
That was pretty cool. Aside from the fact that we were in Coney Island, it was just cool because we were outside and people were just walking by and be like, "Yo, there's a band playing." That was pretty
where
cool.
we
That's
played,
very cool.
it was
Very open.
yeah, it was in front of this bar, and even if people weren't at the bar, they're right there on Surf Avenue, walking by on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to play, because I'd been to a show there before, but I never played there until now, and I've always wanted to. Yeah.
Really good spots, right by the boardwalk. Original Nathan's is right there,
So and we
Lot of new
eventually,
faces.
yeah,
A lot of new faces.
Yeah.
we eventually want to tour. Hopefully by then we'll have a permanent bass player,
Yeah.
and let's see how that goes. And after that, world tour. Like I said, as far as we can go.
Yeah. DIY.
Do you have anything to say to your fans out there?
Yeah, if you come to see us, and we don't know who you are,
Introduce yourselves.
yeah, this has happened way too many times. I don't know why people say, this band is awesome, I'm going to travel to go see them. Wow, they were great. Alright, I'm going to leave now.
It was great. We actually met someone on the street that we didn't meet at a show. you know who you are, Manny. Okay. He comes up to us. We're sitting on New Dorp Lane, and this is when Gus was in the band. And he just comes up to us and he just recognizes, "Oh my God, you guys are Radioactive!" He shakes our hand. Like, why have we never seen you at a show?
Yeah, he looked familiar, but we never were formally introduced.
Yeah.
And I always say it on stage, like, come say hi to us.
Yeah.
You know.
Even more so, we have merch now. Come buy merch.
Yeah.
Say hello.
Yeah.
I mean, all right, I'll be honest. We bite, but you'll like it.
Speak for yourself. I don't bite people.
All right, well, I bite then. But
Okay. Anyway.
Brandon does too.
Yeah. Besides.
Yeah, don't be shy.
Yeah.
If anything, we're the ones who are like, oh, thank you.
Like we've been saying all along, be positive, be outgoing, express yourself.
Yeah, don't be our fans, be our friends.
Yeah,
You know,
just don't be afraid to leave.
Loosen up,
leave
down
your
to
mark
earth.
on the world.
You know?
Yeah, live your life.
None of that uptight shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Life is too short, so just relax. You know? Find your inner chi.
Let the good times roll.
Yeah. So, and thank you for watching. If you've made it throughout this whole video.
Yeah, go like us on Facebook, facebook.com/radioactive material, Twitter. I don't know that shit. I don't do Twitter.
There'll be credits at the end, don't worry.
Yeah, I don't know all of them. Instagram,
Yeah,
SoundCloud.
we got
all that
everything.
bullshit.
We got everything. Yeah.
We're gonna have YouTube eventually.
Yeah. And if you're watching this now, that means it's up.
Oh, and shout out, even though it's a demo, shout out to Anthony Aragali at A-Side Mobile Studios. He's the one that did our demo.
Yalla.
Clap it up!